First, I would like to say thank you to anyone listening today. And I would like to mention that in my last episode, or maybe the first episode, I mentioned that I wanted to find a way to close out these episodes. So I'm going to start today's episode by saying I want to shout out to all those dialysis technicians out there. They're uh, helping people have better lives, and they're providing them with a better quality of life. And just for that, I want to say thank you. And today, what I'm going to talk about is a place called Job Corps. But before I talk about Job Corps, I want to talk about setting goals for yourself. Now, the reason I want to talk about setting goals for yourself before I talk about Job Corps is because um, what I hear about Job Corps is Job Corps can be something like a boot camp. And, in some instances, people are saying it sounds like a prison. But I'm also hearing people also talk about Job Corps being a place where if you go in there and do what you're set to do, if you go in there and complete the one goal to learn what you came there to learn and get out, then it's a good place. And it's a good place for a lot of people that just don't know where they want to do with their lives. They could be younger adults that just are lost and they have no clue what they want to do. And Job Corps might be the place for you. So I'm going to talk about Job Corps right now. I'm going to bring it up. I've already been doing the research on these these opportunities that you're going to see me talk about. I'm going to already do the research, so you don't want to see me typing slow and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm already pulled up Job Corps and what Job Corps is, and I'm not going to sit here and read through this. I'm just going to briefly let you know what I read. And what it says is people eligible for their program has to be between 16 to 24 years old. Now, after 24 years old, I think they do have a program, but I didn't look into that, and I don't even really think they have a program for anybody after 24. But once if you don't complete high school, if you decide that you wanted to go to Job Corps, they will help you get your high school diploma. But on top of that, they're going to also provide you with the training you need for whatever trade that you would like. They offer classes in plenty of trades, and some of those trades involve construction and hospitality and healthcare, transportation, and being mechanics. So it might be a good place for people to, gain those skills. Now, I wanted to talk about goals. The reason why setting a goal for yourself is going to be so important when going to a place like that, because you're going to come across a lot of riffraff in your life. It's not going to always be at a particular place like this. But you got to understand, if you could go to a place like Job Corps, where it's going to be a lot of foolishness and a whole lot of people not on their mission, they're just going because somebody made them go. Now, if you go on your mission and you complete your goal, which is to get any one of these certificates, then you're doing a lot for your character in the end, because you're going through challenging, you're facing challenges in life that you're going to continue to face even when you get out of the Job Corps. You're not going to be faced with challenges just in coming out of high school or trying to find a job. You're going to keep finding challenges as you're in the work field. And going to Job Corps and ducking and dodging all the crap that might be thrown around in that place will help better your character. And I really believe, like, someone going through the hardest things in life and still persevering to the point where they just come out with all the knowledge, the skills, and and lessons they can teach other people that, I went through that, and I had to walk to work. I had to take the bus to work. I had to deal with people attitudes. I had to, learn how to be friendly with people. I had to learn how to de-escalate problems. I had to learn where problems start. I had to learn what issues look like. Those type things help build your character, and it's the type of character that you want to present to employers, to let them know, hey, look, I'm coming here to work. I'm coming here to learn what you want me to do, and I'm going to do it with integrity, and I'm going to do it with some responsibility, and I'm going to make sure that I represent your company well. And that's all I really want to talk about. I really don't want to talk too much about like things that uh you need to do right now, because I'm trying to keep it to like one subject at a time. So um I just want you to be aware that Job Corps is out there, and what you can expect from Job Corps is you're going to be on. It's something like a boot camp. It is like a boot camp. They're going to make you get up at a certain time every morning. They're going to want you to keep your bed clean every morning. Sometimes I've even heard people having to go through drug tests in that place. So keep in mind that's what you can expect. You can also expect to be in there with some kids that got into some legal troubles, and the courts forced them to be there. So just keep that in mind. All right. Now I want to talk about right now. I'm gonna, stray off. I'm gonna stop talking about Job Corps right now. And I just want to give you a little bit of motivation to not give up. Don't give up on whatever it is that you're doing. If you're trying to, whether it's Job Corps, whether it's another technical school, whether if it's just going to the Burger King, if you set a goal for yourself, don't give up on that goal, because you're going to come through a whole lot of crap in life. And I just want to give you that motivation. Don't give up. I didn't give up, so you shouldn't give up. I didn't give up, and I found my way to my job. I got benefits. I got paid time off. I got decent health care. Decent health care. And that means a lot to me. The healthcare, that means a whole lot to me right now, because I got a wife, and I got a kid, and between her and me, I had the cheapest healthcare at my job, and that saved us. That saved us. If she had gotten the healthcare, beside me getting the healthcare, I think that was an extra $600 a month, just because I have a good job that paid well. I have a decent job. I like to think it's a good job, but they provide me with inexpensive health care. And I don't have to worry about taking my son to the hospital if he needs to go to the hospital. We get regular routine checkups. Like, these are benefits that, you know, a lot of these jobs out here provide, and that's what you're working for. You're not working towards just the money. So I want you to not give up, because no, you're working towards more than the money. The money is not always what it is. You're getting a lot of things out of life. When you go to work somewhere, you're getting a lot more than just money. You're getting experience. You're getting time to learn how people operate. So just think about that. Just think about that. Um, like I said, I don't want to make long episodes every time I make an episode. I just want to briefly talk about these places that's I know that's out there. And I want to briefly talk about how to get to those places. I didn't think I talked about how to get to Job Corps, but Job Corps can be fairly easy to find. You can get on the internet and just type in Job Corps. And in your area, they're gonna probably have some type of camp somewhere near your area. I know the camp, I think the camp here in Richmond, Virginia, I think those people go up towards DC, if I'm not mistaken. I even think the people further up, like maybe up towards like Philadelphia, I think they even go down to DMV, to the DMV area. I could be wrong, but I and it's funny how I wanted to talk about Job Corps with this episode, because I met somebody for the first time over this weekend. that went to Job Corps, and they told me, like, yeah, it was a lot of crap up in there, but they came out with a plumbing degree and they're working at Roto Rooter. I pulled up Roto Rooter um, just to see what kind of job openings they have. And, besides them needing plumbers, they also have entry level positions where they just need people to do water restoration and general labor. And it looks like they have starting salaries of $40,000. That's no experience. Because I'm looking at this and only responsibilities, well, I'm not gonna say responsibilities. I'm gonna say requirements. The only requirements they have is for you to be 21 with a valid driver's license. Now, if you're less than 21, that you clearly can't get that job. But if you're 21 and you didn't go to Job Corps, or you're coming out of Job Corps and you want a good job, and I know that job is nationwide, so that means you can get a job at Roto Rooter, do your time. And then if you ever need to move to a different state, your job can follow you. Keep that in mind. And I want to shout out to the person that told me about Roto Rooter and told me about their experience. I'm not going to personally shout them out. They will hear this. But as I close this episode, I do want to shout out everyone that's in Job Corps right now. And I want to shout out everyone who went to Job Corps and completed the program and came out and they living their best life right now. I want to shout out everybody. I want to thank you for listening to me today, and I want to thank you for just sticking here with me. Um, I appreciate the time.